Welcome, everybody, joining us. Well, joining me right here on Zoom. It's good to have you here on this Shabbat Eve, last day of January. And welcome to all of you joining us wherever you connect on the Bet Aleph app or Facebook. As you can see from the background, we are at the Western Wall in Jerusalem today for our meditation because it is the quietest place to meditate on a Friday afternoon. Not so, not so. We're just a minute from getting started, so find your meditation posture. You may close or keep your eyes open, whatever works for you. Gently turn your attention to the breath. And just take this first minute to deeply relax. Again, specifying, you know what I mean. Looking specifically at the belly and the muscles of the face. And we'll start, as always, inviting energies of shalom through our chant, bringing peace, wholeness, harmony to our practice. If you are chanting with me, take a breath now for shalom. And if you chanted with me, I invite you now to let the body recover the natural rhythm of its own breath. We step back, resting as awareness, as the observer. And though we observe the breath, we don't try to change it. And that can be confusing sometimes because oftentimes, as soon as we hear, oh, you have to observe the breath, there's this part of us that wants to take charge immediately. Just a natural process. There's nothing wrong with us, it's just the natural process. So how can we be sure we are actually not imposing on the breath, even on the subtle level, our will? One of the ways I try to do it, and you can try for yourself, at the end of the out breath, to simply stay there and wait. And trust that the body will know when it needs to breathe. And if you can do that at the end of every out breath, to position yourself as waiting, just simply waiting, then you can observe when the body itself will need to take a deep breath, the next breath in. Stop myself from saying deep because it could be very shallow. It could be very short, whatever the body needs. So that place of waiting instead of stepping in, that might allow you to get a feel for what I mean by we just rest back and observe, not involving ourselves. It's kind of this wait and see kind of position we're taking. You can do that a few times until you get a hang of it. And just perhaps even notice the urge, the desire to want to control the breath. You might be right there. It's like a little bit of a nervous feeling, this yearning to control. Just keep practicing that through the next few breaths while I invite the angels to come and sit with us. Just keep waiting at the end of the out breath for the body to breathe in again. Just practice that. This wait and see posture. And as you do that, I invite Uriel to come and sit in front of us. Uriel, the light of spirit, the light of presence, shining its brightness in our hearts and our minds. And then on our left comes to sit Gavriel, strength, courage, divine strength and courage. To give it the strength to engage with the object of meditation, the breath in this case, steadfastly, with great discipline and diligence. Behind us comes to sit Raphael, healing presence, healing any part of self that thinks itself broken or not good enough. And we might let go of this weight that prevents us from transforming and expanding. And on our right comes to sit Michael, holding a mirror to us because its name is that which is like God. So when we look at Michael and the mirror it holds, we remind ourselves that we are that which is like God, created in the image of God, in the mind of God. And maybe these angels, you can imagine them sitting around you, protecting you, guarding you. Or you can know that those are archetypes that are present in each and every one of us already, helping us get rid of all negative self-talk and all these limiting beliefs that we hold, cheering us on in our practice, whispering in our ear, especially Michael, our kavanah, our intention, that we might recognize awakened awareness now for the greatest good of all. That looking in the mirror of Michael, we might recognize awakened awareness now for the greatest good of all. And so if you've kept practicing this wait and see kind of positioning of practice, you might have noted that over time, perhaps as you've done it a few times now, one of the things that help in being able to wait and see is to continue to relax. And the more we relax, the more we can allow the body to breathe of its own and really step as the observer. As you wait in that gap, in this wait and see posture in your practice, just keep on doing that. I think that might just be the practice for the day. But as you continue to deeply relax and stay as the observer, waiting for the body to decide when it needs to breathe next. You can insert a mantra in the gap if you want, to prevent the mind from wandering by giving it a little something to do. The one that comes to my mind right now is Biladai, without me. Just observing whatever is happening, knowing that it is happening without me, really pushes me to step back as the observer. And whatever is here is happening without me. But it doesn't have to be that one. You can use one that you favor, that helps you in being present and centering. But that is my offering today, to practice waiting at the end of the out breath and see when the body will need to breathe next. And in that waiting, we can invite a one-word mantra or whichever you decide. But in this case, Biladai, without me. And gently we let go of our practice. Perhaps taking a couple of deeper breaths to help us transition out of our meditation. Letting the body stretch if the body needs to do so. It's always a challenge when you are really practicing being so relaxed, not to go the next depth further and fall asleep. So I hope most of you were able to stay with the breath and the mantra. We'll close with our Shalom chant as we dedicate our practice to all beings. May all beings find that peace, that wholeness, that harmony that comes from knowing Biladai. This is all happening without me. And take a breath for Shalom. Modeni. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Thank you. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you.
Welcome.
Shabbat shalom.